Hey everybody, it's Peter from the Kia Hyundai channel, and this is Brad Arnold. You may recognize him when the Santa Cruz came out because he and his team designed this car. Now, as you know, I drive it, and Brad and I met here at the LA Auto Show, and we're going to talk about it. So,
awesome.
You and your design team designed this, right? Now,
Yeah.
I counted, I think, like 18 or so people in the picture. How many people roughly were involved in your design team?
I would say on the exterior designers that worked on the outside of the car, there was four main ones.
Okay.
Myself and lead designer Sinan Franco worked on it the longest period of time.
Okay.
But outside of that, that's just us sketching and sculpting the outside of the car. But there's digital modelers that you work with, so a team of them, probably 6 or 7 guys. Color and materials designers that come up with these unique colors,
Yep.
clay modelers. So the team ends up growing exponentially to 50 or 60 people probably that worked on this for a few years.
Cool.
But mainly the exterior team that I was involved in was 2 to 4 people over the course of a few years. Yeah.
Yep. Now, as our channel knows, I bought one of these. I've
Yeah.
had it for like since Thursday. I left here, so I've had it like 2 days
Awesome.
myself before I came here. I love the front end,
Yeah.
but overall I love the side here. This is a vehicle that, to me, now maybe you've heard this before,
Mhm.
when you see it in pictures, it looks different in person. It has more
Yeah.
presence, whether it's the 20-inch wheels. So
Mhm.
tell me about sort of the design, the overall look you were trying to go for.
So I think what you're picking up on in terms of scale is the proportions of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Feel larger and more robust in person
Yep.
than they do in pictures. You get a real good sense of how strong of an offset there is from
Yeah.
the fenders to the hood. Main reason for that is it's actually got a quite a wider track than the Tucson, even though it's based on the Tucson platform.
Right, yeah.
It's 20 millimeters per side wider,
Yep.
so we have a lot more fender offset to play with, both front and rear, and that's something that you don't see on a traditional pickup. So on a vehicle like this, when we have that package to start off with, that obviously is very beneficial to design to give you that powerful stance.
Right. And on this one,
yeah.
like, one of the things I noticed too, like even the front, of course, we've got this signature type grille, but all the little details, like the signal lights, complement almost mirror image of the mirrors over here. So if you look at the very front of it,
Yeah.
you can kind of see the details in here, like every little detail. And it's the kind of thing I always point out in our videos. It's the little details that make a vehicle feel special when you see it.
Yeah.
But overall practicality, you mentioned this is, or the marketing team now calls this the sport adventure vehicle.
Yeah.
How much of that came from you guys at the design level?
I think we were hyper aware. We wanted we started the project with conversations about what is this vehicle and what is it not, right?
Yep.
It's definitely not a traditional pickup. Let's not apologize for that while we're designing it. Let's lean into the benefits of what that helps to give the customer, right? So, and let's make sure the design reflects that. It's going to have a lot of contrast because it's a car and it's an SUV and it's a pickup. It's meant for urban lifestyle, like tight city confines, but also encouraging escape to the outdoors. So there's going to be a lot of contrast,
Yeah.
and let's make sure the design reflects that contrast.
Yeah, like to me, a lot of videos they spend a lot of time debating whether it's a car or truck or that kind of thing. I
Yeah.
called it both. I think you've been calling it both in this video.
It doesn't
already.
really matter.
Yeah,
I
we
understand
don't
people's
care, right?
yeah. I understand people's. It has a bed in it, so you're
Yeah.
going to call it a pickup. Fine.
Exactly. Like to me, it's like a luxury car inside.
Mhm.
Super practical. I'm an outdoors adventure kind of person.
Yeah.
So are you. I want to go to the back for a second
Yeah.
here. So a lot of things going on here. You've integrated this tread design up here
Mhm.
that matches out here. Now these, I don't know if this is a design detail or not, so I may be trapping you here. A lot of cars kind of come flat or even out. Yours
Yeah.
kind of come in. Is there a design reason for that, or is it just looks?
Yeah, it was meant to give a bigger appearance to the wheel opening.
Okay.
Because of the package that we're designing on, the platform we're designing on, you can't just open this as much as you would like, right?
Right.
You can't have like a big open wheel well, because there's other compromises to the package when you do that. But if we negatively chamfer that surface, it gives the eye the appearance that opening is larger than it is.
Right, okay.
And then we still achieve the legal coverage on each wheel on the outer lip rather than the inner lip.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, design trick.
And in the back, a couple things I love. I love the covered bed idea.
Okay.
So a lot of people are asking me, is this designed from the factory with like a channel to potentially put racks on? Potentially. You don't have to answer if you can't say.
On here?
Yes.
I don't know is the answer. That's a good question. I don't know. That's
Okay.
probably a better question for product planning people. And
Because we were looking at it, we're like, well,
yeah.
if it holds weight and this kind of thing, there's a lot of similar roof racks, so we don't know about that. But one of the things I love back here, lots of tie downs.
Yep.
Really good cargo use, just those 2 little things. So I use tie down
Yeah.
straps in my cargo things. And then you've got, of course, the trunk. So
Yep.
tell us your thought process with some of this.
I mean,
the back
we let design engineering lead the way here. This is
Okay.
obviously an area where you don't want to get styling in the way of function, right?
Right.
Especially when we're dealing with already quite a smaller pickup bed than people are used to, right? You're used to something larger. So we let them lead the way on all the different features that it should have,
Gotcha.
and then we did a pass of like, okay, how can we make this handsome and look integrated into the rest of the design?
Right.
So a lot of that challenge came on the rear end here.
Well, you've done the lights differently is another cool thing.
Yes, yes.
So was that intentional process?
It was, yeah. Again, just trying to lean into the fact that this is not a traditional pickup. So what can we do to communicate right away that this is something different, something new? And no current pickup truck has a horizontal
That's what I was saying,
light
everything's up
signature.
and down, right? So
Yeah.
under the bed here.
So that was really important to us, is having like something that emphasizes the width, because it does, again, we have quite a wide platform for how big the vehicle is, so how can we emphasize that even further?
Right. And from a design perspective, I assume based on what I've seen of you on Instagram, you're an art guy.
Yep.
What is your favorite design element of this vehicle?
Oh man, that's tough. I do like the cross-car read on the rear of the vehicle.
Yep.
What I like is that at night, when you see nothing else, none of the surfaces that we've spent years refining, at night when you see the taillight and the headlights, you know it's a different animal. That's what I like. That's probably my favorite part. Even I've actually borrowed one the last couple days, and seeing it in the morning when you like hit the unlock and seeing the DRLs turn on, you're like, that's cool. You know, you just see that like this is a different animal. This is not a traditional pickup.
Yeah,
so
there's a cool factor to this car. And I think when you see the designer and talk to him, you realize that you guys agonized over that to get there.
yeah. I mean, it was, again, it all started with conversations about what is this thing and what is it not, and let's not shy away from the things that it isn't. Let's lean into that and make a cool product that isn't confined by traditional segments. It's something new. It should be something new.
Right, that's awesome. So again, I'm a big fan. Does it feel cool that you built something that people are now buying, like me?
Yeah.
So there we go. It feels
Well,
like me.
my mom does like the embarrassing mom things where she like tracks somebody down in the parking lot now and like, my son did that, you know, and
Exactly.
so I get photos of some poor lady or guy like, sure.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
so I reached out to Brad on Instagram because I'm like, he works in town-ish. We're in the state. We'll try it out.
Yeah.
So that's how we connected.
Yep.
So I want to thank you for
Absolutely.
letting us do this. Thanks for designing the vehicle.
Thank
And,
you.
I think that's it.
Cool.
So
Thank you
we're
very much.
doing more videos here at the LA Auto Show. We try to run into a few more people, and of course, if you want to know more about this vehicle, I now have a direct line. I'm going to get his personal information, and I'm going to send him a message every now and then. So if we have questions, we can find out about these things. And of course, we're not just a review channel. We'll have this vehicle in our video bay, doing all kinds of videos over and over again. So if there's something you want to know about this video, hit subscribe, like, comment, and let's give a few extra likes and comments. Thanks, Brad, for it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Brad.
All right,
That's awesome.
appreciate it. Thank you.